to walk around town and explore it, but more importantly, we're gonna head over to the boat dock area to see how much a boat would cost to get over to Positano. We're staying in Pompeii, and there's a train that goes straight from Pompeii to Salerno, and we want to see, is there a cheap or affordable option to get a boat ride to one of the cities on the Amalfi Coast? Because from what I've seen, the best views are going to be out on the water. So we're going to go check this out, and hopefully we can find a good price. We're not going today, we're going to go, you know, in a few days, but wanted to come and check that out beforehand. What seems to be the port area, but look at these views behind me. You can see layers of mountains on the coastline, and if you look very closely, I believe you can see the very first sighting of one of the Amalfi Coast cities. And I think, according to my map, I'm kind of guesstimating, I think it's WITY sul Mare. But yeah, it looks so cool. We're gonna get the drone up here in this area too. That'll look awesome. I know it's not the Amalfi Coast yet, but I already love how it looks. We're down in the marina now. First time I see for a water taxi, I see some other kind of signs up here. We're gonna keep walking. But as we go further away from the coast, the more views are appearing. We see like a castle up here on a hill, or basically on a mountain, and then the bridges for the highways are, they look so cool. Like, this looks really, really awesome.
We're approaching the area where we believe we can get some of these water taxi boats to the next town. Hopefully this is actually where it is.
I see a sign that says tickets.
Let's go there.
Ticket office. Yeah, let's go. Andiamo. Look at this. It's so beautiful. And then these boats are like perfectly lined up. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. Got a whole list of destinations over here, so let's check that out.
So this is just one company though, right? I mean, we've seen there's maybe 4 or 5 different companies, and like the one Lubello or something like that that we saw in our research, like it's not even over here. It's
Don't
just this
see
one.
that. There's a bunch of little pop-ups for private companies, but then you have to call them. This seems to be the only one with a proper like ticket booth. But let's look at the prices. To go to Positano, it's 15 euros. The one we saw online was 16 euros. And then those are the timestamps.
And this would be good because then we can get in advance, have a ticket, and then hopefully we just show up right here.
Yeah, and then let's ask them if they have return ones, because we thought we were gonna have to only go one way and then take the bus back home and go all the windy, hilly roads, but we would much rather take a boat back and then take the train back home and avoid all going through the hilly mountains on a bus. And we also heard the buses aren't that reliable, they're jam-packed. I think if we could get a boat round trip, that'd be pretty cool. There are various little signs around for private boats and private ferries to get to the different cities on the Amalfi Coast, but this is the official local ferry service. And it's called Travelmar. We've got the ticket booth right behind me. I went up and asked a few questions. Most importantly, what are the times coming back? So he gave me this little handout, and it has all the times coming back from, we're specifically trying to go to Positano, but they go to Amalfi, they go to Minori, Setera, they go to quite a few. And so the boats back are about like every hour, hour and a half, depending on the time of day. The latest one is at 6:30. We're personally gonna probably try and shoot for the 5 o'clock back. That way we have one more boat to catch in case we can't. I'm just excited that we are able to take a boat back and not have to take the winding roads through the mountains. They do accept credit card, and I did ask if we can try and buy the ticket ahead of time. He said if you want a day earlier, but we'll just come about half an hour before and try and buy the tickets. He said you only need 15 minutes before, but we'll want to get a seat above on the outside area to get the good views. So we'll try and get here like half an hour beforehand to make sure we get those good seats for those great views.
So they're leaving 10 minutes early?
Yeah, because according to this, they should be leaving at 1:10, and it's 1 o'clock right now.
So we don't want to wait too long.
Yeah. Oh, dang.
Hey, bud. Ciao. Ciao. Looking good. Ciao.
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 Yeah. I'm just so happy. We're not even in the official Amalfi Coast, and I'm excited. Like the views, the mountains, the water. Like I like mountains and I like water, so when I can get a coastline with both, I'm in paradise.
And we weren't sure if that gate was to keep us out, but we walked up to those guys with the white collars and they said, prego.
Prego, prego. Yeah,
You're
people
welcome.
are lounging over here, fishing. There's cruise ships over on that side. Yeah, there's another boat coming in. Maybe they had to leave early because this one's coming in. I don't know.
We got a no-no over here, like wearing a Speedo.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've stumbled upon some kind of like international festival. I think they're getting ready to set up for tonight. But just looking around and just checking off the ones that we've been to. We've got Poland, we've got Egypt, we've got India, we've got Georgia on that side. And then Romania right behind us. We were just there. So yeah, this is really cool.
We have any Romania souvenirs on us still?
No.
No patch? Birthplace of wine. El Salvador is having some kind of parade in this event. Even the local news is covering such a monumentous occasion. I feel like I'm at the Olympics.
Yeah.
Namaskar. So as you guys saw, we came to Salerno 2 days ago, and the guy there said that all we had to do was show up like 10 minutes early and get on the boat. And also when we were here, the boat at a different time wasn't starting to load until 10 minutes early. Here we came over from Pompeii this morning, and we got here maybe about 9:20. It's like 9:28 right now. We're on the Travel Mar boat, and they definitely started loading 20 minutes early instead of 10 minutes early. Also, when we bought the ticket, we're like, hey, is this the only boat for 9:40? And he said, no, there's another one coming. But when we went up through the line, the guy said, oh no, the next one's not coming until 10:40. I'm not asking you for a 10:40 boat, I'm asking for a 9:40 boat. So good thing we didn't wait around for the second boat to come at 9:40 because it was never gonna come. So not super organized, and it's just super annoying to ask staff members questions, come early, prepare, and then still not get clear answers and kind of get the runaround. Thank God we're on the boat, we're on the edge, so at least I can stretch out my feet and stuff like that. We're on the 9:40, we're sitting together. The weather's not great, hopefully it clears up a little bit, but it's like windy and cold. Originally we thought we were gonna be on the top, but it'd be freezing for 70 minutes. They said 70 minutes, who knows? I don't trust them at all anymore, but we're on the boat, heading to Positano. It's all uphill from here. Sometimes you gotta use your blanket that you brought to sit on the beach to cover yourself because the door stays wide open and it's a mist, it's a light mist.
It's not even a blanket, it's an actual towel.
Don't tell anybody that.
But maybe it's warm. It feels warm right now.
Yeah. It's a good thing we did hop a squat indoors inside because everyone was outside super wet, and now they're trying to find seats indoors. It's a nice concept when it's sprinkling from the sky and you're getting the splashes as you're propelling through the water. It doesn't really usually end well, so I'm happy that we're inside and dry. And the door that was open, that was splashing us a little bit. The guys like came by and like, oh, you got to keep the door closed. So I think we're gonna have a nice dry experience all the way out there now. It's 11:15 and we're officially off of the boat. I think that the boat arrived in the Positano general area after 70 minutes, but I don't know if it was too windy or what was going on, but we didn't get off the boat until an hour and a half after we left. When we got off the boat, here there's actually more cruise ferry lines than there were in Salerno. There's really just that one. Here there's like 4 or 5. But we went up to Travel Mar to see what time it has listed as the boat for around 5 o'clock, and it looks like one's gonna leave right about 5. So we wanna get there about 4 to get our tickets, make sure we line up, and make sure that we don't miss our boat back to Salerno tonight. So we have about 5 hours to explore.
And we definitely wanted to try and eat with some beautiful views. Unfortunately, all these restaurants are so overpriced, and we knew that coming in, so we went ahead and packed a lunch this morning, and we found this little bench right here with this view, and we ate our lunch. And you know it's a good spot when everybody in front of you is taking photos. This restaurant right behind me, it is one of the ones that everyone says, oh, it's a great view, but I looked at it on Google Maps and it's like a 3.5 rating, so you're paying a lot of money and you might not even get a good meal. So I suggest just packing your own lunch and finding a spot like this to eat lunch. So there's 2 areas for beaches here in Positano, the one right by the loading dock, but there's this hidden beach over here that, as I'm looking out at the beach, is barely anybody there. It could be because it's been an overcast day and maybe not many people want to go out to the beach, but if we were gonna hang out at the beach, that's the beach we were planning on going to, because there's a whole lot less people over here. And it was really easy to get to it. As soon as you get off the loading dock, there's like a walkway to the left-hand side, so you just take this walkway all the way down, and the views even from this side are really beautiful. Again, we didn't go down to the beach, but we found this little spot right here. This little, where'd you go, babe? Right here. And we just had a few drinks and just watched this view over here. We actually did get stuck under some rain for a little bit, but these trees helped us out. But yeah, if you do want a good beach area, there's barely any people here. There are lounge chairs to lounge by, but before and after, there's plenty of space for people to go hang out. We are back in Salerno. The boat ride back was a little better. I say that because we were able to ride on top and there's this beautiful sun shining. A few times we got splashed, but no big deal. Getting onto the boat, however, was chaotic. We got to the boat line maybe like 40 minutes early, right? 30, 40 minutes early. And there's this massive line. So of course one boat pulls up and we're like, are we gonna get on this boat? And then a second boat pulls up and apparently they filled the first boat, and then we got onto the second boat. We were some of the first ones on the second boat, which was good because then we were able to get the seats on top. I think a little bit over an hour. It took a while to get into Amalfi to drop off people there, but we just got to admire the coast from the sea a little bit longer. Now overall, Positano, I liked it, but I didn't. Like, I liked the views, and that's why we went there. Especially the lunch view that we had, and then the view of the beach where we had those drinks. Like, those were awesome. But actually walking through the town was rough. Like, it was crowded with people. It was just really busy. It wasn't like you'd hope, like mom and pop shops and stuff like that. It was literally set up for tourism, tons of shops to buy clothes and souvenirs. So I actually liked walking through Salerno better than walking through Positano, but then the views over there were amazing. these views are also pretty epic here. We have one more city to go to tomorrow, Sorrento, so let us see how that compares.